Okay,
Hey.
how are you? Okay, so now we have everybody. Let's get started, okay?
Okay.
I can share screen, okay?
Okay.
So now as you can see that now I share screen. You should see my screen, right?
Yeah.
So now actually, let me stop sharing and that Julian share. Is that okay? Let me stop and you share. And you share now.
Uh-oh, what's on your computer? You don't want to share? Do you want to share?
Stuff. There's Schoology.
Okay, let's share your screen, Julian.
Yeah, you share your screen, try. I just want to show you some capability, okay?
Okay, how do I...
What we can do right here using this tool.
Try Alt-S, maybe?
Wait, really?
Whatever, you can just close everything and then just keep a notepad double plus there. It's fine.
Is this my share screen?
Yeah, I see your screen, Julian.
So now I request for your
What's a whole draw? What?
Okay.
So you grant me, right?
Yeah.
So here, let me see. Let me actually open this YouTube.
Ah, stop it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, girls. Oh, no.
Okay.
So whatever. Okay, so as you can see, I can actually control your computer now, right?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, and also right now, actually, I can actually write something over here.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Right? You see that? Is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
So actually, I can show you now. Now you stop sharing and not one of.
Julian.
Yeah.
Now you stop sharing and that one of your brothers share. Is that okay? Not everybody feel how.
Okay, I'll share. Screen. Are you seeing my screen?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And then I request for remote control and.
Wait, can I try to request it?
Proof.
Aww.
Is that okay?
You can do that later after the class. Okay, don't do it now.
Oh God.
Okay. And then here, let me see. Okay, I'm typing, right? So I'm actually control. Whose computer is this one?
Mine.
Aaron.
Okay.
Wow, you're so smart.
Okay, so actually, that's it. And then now you stop share and let your little brother share. Okay.
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 How do I do this?
It's at the bottom of your screen. Alt-S.
Yeah.
Alt-S.
Alt-S.
Alt. Oh, I see. A screen?
Yeah, the purpose for doing this is that in the future we may need to share the screen and then we may need to do group programming or something. We probably will need this.
Request remote control.
What?
There, Gabe, stop laughing.
Okay.
Wait, I actually request for remote control.
Aaron, did you do it? Aaron, stop.
Okay.
My hand is raised. Wait, does this do anything?
I'm not doing anything. I'm not.
Okay, it's working, okay?
Okay, it's working.
Okay, now you stop sharing, let me share, okay? So now I'm sharing my desktop, right?
Yes.
And then let me see, actually, let me see, let me share. I'll have a PowerPoint, right? So actually, I changed my sharing. Now I try to share my PowerPoint. So this is single sharing of the PowerPoint, okay? So right now, actually, I'm changing the size of the PowerPoint. I have my PowerPoint working, but I also have my desktop working. I minimize the PowerPoint, but you guys should still just see the PowerPoint, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's what it is, okay? I can do partial sharing by doing this, okay? So there are many sharing capabilities. So now I share with my whiteboard, right? So sometimes I will do handwriting, so I share the whiteboard. So if you can get some touch screen, that would be better, so you can write something sometime. Okay, touch screen monitor, that would be better. Or touch screen laptop.
I can't.
That would be better. Okay, it's not a must, but if you
I have a phone.
Yeah, you can write something on it as well. Okay.
Wait, we can.
You can just use your mouse. Just not as nice.
Yeah.
Select annotate.
Yeah, you know. So basically, that's what we have here. Okay. and sometimes let me erase it. Okay. Let me erase it. Sometimes actually, I have another. This one whiteboard. This one's Microsoft whiteboard.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
This one is also quite popular and also very useful.
Julian, stop.
It's good to take note. Okay.
Okay.
It's also good to take note. This one is, I don't know why it's so slow.
Should we download or should we install whiteboard?
You can. You actually okay. You can actually download it yourself. Yes.
Okay.
So that actually quite useful. I mean, and also actually this one Zoom.us, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have a pay account. Okay, I have a pay account for this. But if you guys have a 5-minute meeting, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can just use this one 40 minutes for free.
Oh. Okay.
So basically, if you want to talk to your brother or sister, whatever, in Taiwan, you actually 40 minutes free.
Okay.
Okay, that's quite useful. You can actually teach someone over there as well.
Okay.
And my version is actually a pay version each month, about $13. And actually I can do unlimited. Every time I can record for 2 hours, 3 hours.
So after 40 minutes, we just get disconnected. Can we?
You will
just
get
come back again?
disconnected and then you can come back. So 35 minutes or 30 minutes you break, right? And you come back right away. That's okay.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. So that's what this Zoom is, and it's quite powerful actually.
Okay.
Okay. So that's that. Now let's go to the next one. Actually, before we get started, the next one is, let me have a short introduction for myself. So I'm you guys' father's classmate, college classmate, and what I'm doing right now, actually part-time, I am teaching on this university called Louis University, and I am teaching this course called 46,000K. Okay, and this one is a programming language. So in this one, actually, I teach about at least more popular language, at least 8 programming language in here, and total maybe 13 or 15 languages. So it includes C, C++, Python, R, and then what? Java, JavaScript, and then also including some assembly, and also Lisp and Prolog and the OCaml, some different language, you know. So that's what in this course. But I'm teaching this for many years already. I do part-time teaching on this, and that's what I'm doing. And also I teach my son, bring them to do Taekwondo competition. So I also have the coach pass for that sport. Okay. And that's what I'm doing over there. And besides that, actually, I have my own website. This one I already sent you guys. It's called Eco24. Okay, and this one I call it EC Academy. And actually, EC is my initial, right? This one's Chell. This one is Eric, right? So that's my name, okay? And actually, when I pick this Eric, actually is short for electricity. So I do this on purpose. It looks like an EECS. I mean, in the beginning, I'm picking this Eric because of that reason. Okay, and this website actually, as you can see right here, I have some MOOC courses. So if you click this MOOC right here, actually, I have this channel, and that was MOOC courses. Actually, this one is not very pretty. Actually, let me see. This one over here is not easy to see. I'm sorry. I should actually do. You can do Eco Hacker. So I try to get more website with the name eco something. So this one is my MOOC course. I have several MOOC courses. So here, these MOOC courses actually are, it's called, if you don't know, it's called massively online open course, right? So it actually is an open course online, and then actually it try to have as many students as possible. So it's called MOOC. Okay, so I open these different courses. But at this moment, not every course are open to outside. But this one called Easy Academy, this one is a good course. So let me pass to your side. This one is like somewhat like an orientation course for my school.
And that's self-paced?
This one self-paced. It's MOOC, actually no guidance.
Oh.
It's a self-paced. So it's a video series. It's like, initially I'm teaching here in Udemy. So I have been teaching on Udemy for many years. And after that, I don't like Udemy, you know, because a lot of competitors come to hear my course. I mean, initially I get 5, and then after a while, a lot of people come in just to give me a rating of 1 star.
Oh.
So that actually not fair. This one actually not really fair. So I don't like this one, and then I open my own online MOOC courses. And then after that, actually I start to have this one. No, not this one. Actually, that's MOOC courses. So for the boys, are you okay with the MOOC I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Have you heard of the MOOC, the word MOOC?
Yeah.
Okay, so right now you have your traditional school, right? Traditional school, and you have online school like this one, like Louis University, right? That's an online traditional school, but put everything online. And you also have MOOC, right? And now we also have the teacher-led classes. So the teacher-led classes, I put it on Moodle, actually on my own website, but actually using the Moodle modules. So it's called Eco24, but it's called Moodle.eco24. And in this one, I put all of the teacher-led courses over here. Okay, I'm trying to develop more courses over here right now, but each of them I will be offered on the semester-based courses. And so right now, I'll try to help you guys to get started for this CS51 computer science principle. Okay, and then all of the assignment will come from here. So you come to here. This is a course. There are a lot of material you can download, right? And each unit or each chapter, we have the meeting link. We have the reading material. We have whatever tool download site or something, or assignment. So for assignment, say I have some student over here, right? And some people submit homework. So I can do grading. I'll come to here to do grading. This is what I see. And some people return homework, and then I give them some point, right? Something like that. So you don't need to send me email for your homework. You just come here to submit whatever homework you have. Is that okay?
Yeah.
And then if you have question, what should you do? If you have a question but not in the class, what should you do?
Message you?
Comment?
Or...
You can post comment over here. That's one way. Second way is you just use your Facebook, text me message or send me email, right? And then I can actually set up some extra Zoom session with you to solve the problem, just like office hour. Is that okay?
Okay.
So you just, that's why I need you guys to be put on the Facebook. So I actually will be able to help you. And right now, this all of the homework, because I have a few students. Let me show you the students. Right here, let me see. Let me go into here. So here I have participant, right? So this person, Ryan, his father also is our classmate, right? And he actually is probably 2 months already. And another one, Nathan, is 1 week behind him. So you guys get started right now. You are about 6-7 weeks behind. So I will try to help you guys to speed up, to catch up their speed, okay? So that's one thing I want to do. And so, but I'll try to help you guys because Ryan, Nathan, and Gabriel, and Darren, all 4 of you are 7th graders. Okay, all of you are 7th graders. So I'll help you to be able to be ready when you go to 9th grade to take AP CSP course and for the exam. Okay.
Okay.
And so because of that, my course actually, let me show you another thing. Okay, that's about the usage on the website. Now the next thing, let me show you. I think this one I show Julian and Cliff already. This one is the high school computer science. Okay, so right here actually the reason why maybe I want you guys to do is because Julian right now is 9th grader and then want to study computer science or some engineering related field, right? But the problem right now is like high school, there is no unified high school computer science standard. There's no. So some school, this one, the chart you see right here is the CSTA standard, Computer Science Teacher Association, backed by ACM, Advanced Computing Machinery. So this one actually your dad should know it. ACM is very famous, and ACM hold many computer competition, and I'm a member of CSTA as well. And as you can see right here, not every state has some computer science standard. Some have that, some doesn't. And as you can see, your state may have it, and you have to check your own state standard. But here, I mean, here I have K-12 standard. Okay, some have computer science, some have the 12-year standard. But that's not what we are talking right here. So here we have California just joined last September, so not very early. So anyway, that's not what we want to see here. So this one is more important, okay? This one is more important. This one is a Texas standard, okay? So basically, when you get started, your school actually is somewhat more like this Texas standard. Your 9th grader, they may ask you to do this one introductory computer science course, right? So that's probably what Julian is doing right now. And next year, you may have this AP computer science principle, but your school doesn't have the other one, AP computer science CSCI.
That's right. Is that a traditional conservative approach?
I'm sorry.
Right. So you already know before
let me terminate
that
that video.
There's a video be that he's more of a new kind of conservative on some issues.
Okay, let me see that. Okay. Let me clean this one. Sorry for that. That's actually some video for my son. So this one is a Texas standard. So right now you have this and this, right? So this one AP Computer Science principle, and the other one called AP Computer Science A. This AP Computer Science A used to have A and B, but B got dropped. B is for data structure, it got dropped, and then now only have A. Okay, and this one called Computer Science Principle. So the course series should be something like this. You do the introduction to computer science course for basic programming, and you go into the principal course, and then after that you go into AP Computer Science A. So this one in our college in NTU, this one is more like an introduction to computers. And Chinese is called 计算机概论, this one. Okay, this one is like called like this. And this one more or less the second course is called Introduction to Programming. And at that time, we actually teaching C, but this one right now we teach Java. Okay, so these two courses are quite different. The first one focus on The first one, this one called principle, focus on different domain of the computer science, right? And the second one, the Java one, only focus on one programming language and do program, okay? Do programming. So these are the current high school curriculum structure, okay? And for me, actually, what I'm going to teach, actually, let me see this one. No, not this one. I'm sorry, not this one. Sorry. This one. Wait, I picked the wrong one. Let me see. This one's syllabus. No, not this one. Oh, this one. Yeah, I'm sorry. So for me, what I'm going to teach is 7th grader. We started with Python, but you guys actually may have learned something here, but actually I don't want to repeat that. So right now you are put onto this one called web programming, but this one I have the more advanced version called APCSP right now. So pretty much we'll be covering from 7 to sometime middle of the 8th. But before we finish 8th, I will put this introduction to Java as pre-AP Computer Science A, and then after that we connect it to AP Computer Science A, right? And before the end of 9th grade, we move on to this one, competitive programming for the SEO. So the last 3 years, actually 10, 12, 11, this competitive programming is not in high school standard. No, actually they are doing more like college stuff, but you need to be college junior in order to compete, okay? So right here, the high school course, we try to finish before the end of 10, before the end of 9. So basically still do this CSP, and then introduction to Java, and then CSA. Okay, but if you doesn't like to be rushed like this, you can actually spread out a little bit. Maybe you do CSP in 9, right? And CSA in 10s, and then do competition or no competition after 10, 11. Or you can even do CSP here and CSA here. That's actually also okay, okay? But that's the course I have right here. I try to help you. And Python in between, if you need some help, I actually would add into this CSP course. Okay, so that's the plan. And any questions so far about?
What do you mean Python needs some help? What do you mean?
If they never learn Python.
So how do they know?
I'll see if they actually know it or not. Have they actually learned Python or no?
A little bit, but I don't. But do you? If you don't cover it, how do you know they have?
Actually, it is inside this module. So let me show you. Okay. So first, let's look at the this syllabus for.
So on the daily basis, what's on the weekly basis or daily basis? What do they? What do they?
Let's look at this syllabus. So basically, this CSP is I following the same material or course structure, even though I add some more thing, right? But actually, I asked you guys to sign up this one, right? Computer science principle, right? So over here, actually, they have different units. So I don't want to miss some units. So I actually following the same units they have, even though I add more thing, right? So it's the internet, digital information, introduction to programming, big data, and building apps, right? So let's look at my slides over here. So the first unit is internet. The first unit is internet. So
question. So which site do they follow? Do they follow the code.org or do they follow the EC code 24? EC.
Same thing.
But so same thing. So which site can they pick?
Primarily the EC24, eCode 24.
eCode 24.
Yeah, because eCode 24 have all of the web assignments.
Mm-hmm.
But Code 24, the code.org is too easy.
Okay.
After a while, you will realize that course is like very simple, too simple.
Right. I just want to make sure what I know
So
what we
primarily,
need to do.
yeah,
every week.
Yeah, every week you just follow whatever assignment. So as I show you, actually, every week you just come to here, right? Come to this one, and there's a what? How come it's so slow? It's still loading. Okay, so you just get started from here, download something, and then Unit 1, you go into Unit 1 and do here, right? And this one is a meeting, so you click this one, you can do meeting. And if we finish the lecture 0, we will go to Web Design Chapter 1. And Web Design Chapter 1, after that we go into Lecture 1, and then Lecture 2, and then Web Design 2, Chapter 2 and 3. So just follow the course sequence on this Eco24's course. Is that okay? It's called Moodle.eco24. So how can you get started from here? Actually, you find a browser, right? You find a browser and then you click eco24.com, right? So you'll get to my website. You'll get to my website. And after that, you come to here, right? And then you click this one called Teacher Lab. Right? I'm sorry, not this Teacher Lab, I'm sorry. You should go to here, this on Moodle School. You click on the Moodle School. It actually will lead you to this one over here. And then right here, you pick your course. Your course is 51, right? So you click it, but I have not logged in yet. You will ask me to log in. So this one is a test user, so I log in here. So you will come to here. Is that okay? After you come to here, actually just follow it, and then Unit 1, we have different things. We started from the lecture 1, 2, 3, whatever. You continue to do that. And then if there might be some quiz as well. So you can come to here and do quiz. Okay? And there might be, after that, you can go to the next one. Maybe a writing assignment or maybe a reading material you can download, something like that. Okay? And in the course, actually, I'll guide you to do that because if you look at my note, okay, this one, chapter 1. So for example, you get started, right? And I do page, right? Continue. So this one is on the code.org, right? And continue, right? And then this one, okay, this one, lesson 2 also on code.org, right? And I do some presentation. Okay, this one, finish. Let me see. Okay, this one is Web Design Chapter 2 and 3. So this one actually, if I reach this point, I will actually open another, I will teach another PowerPoint file. That's not in code.org now. So here I actually have some HTML stuff over here, right? So I'll start this HTML chapter 1, something like that, or chapter 2, 3. So I'll teach based on this. So the course sequence actually follow the slides I have over here. And actually that sequence have been put to this course over here.
Are those slides you show us also on the website?
It actually will have the PDF downloadable here, okay? So here, like this one, you download, you will get
the same thing that you just showed us earlier.
Yeah. And if you need my PTT file, right? PTTX file, a PPTX file, I can send you the whole set, okay?
PDF is fine. I just want to make sure the material is on the website.
Yeah, it's on the website. It's all on what? It's all on this one. It's all on this one. This one. It's all on this ecosystem. So this one is whatever. You just follow the order here.
So what different links are there? Can you show us different links? There's
okay, so like this one, I put this one right. It had a video.
Okay, right. Okay, so video link we know. So what other links are there?
There are several types. Like this one is the reading. So the PDF file. Right. this type is PDF file. And then you have assignment. I show you the assignment. So here, assignment, right?
Assignment
So
will not be in the PDF file.
it may have PDF. It may have problem statement that's in PDF. Like this one, you have the activity guide PDF. So you need to download and work on that and then return. So you need to download a write in, or you actually type it or whatever, and then you scan it, or you actually take a picture by iPhone or whatever. And then when you submit, you need to submit and attach those files in. Is that okay, this part for assignment?
Yep.
So basically you download, right? And you download, you can do handwriting, you can type it, or you can actually write some program. And whatever you have done, maybe you just attach that file onto this website. And the website actually, when I see it, I will see your words. Whatever you have write will show up here, right? And the file actually you attach to it, I will be able to download from here. I'll do grading and then attach back.
So for the PDF, what software do you recommend to use to write out?
PDF, you can just do handwriting, print out and handwriting and scan in will be okay.
How about, so typing, you don't recommend typing directly on the
Typing
PDF?
is also okay. Typing is also okay. And there is another way you can do it. There's another way you can do it. Say, for example, like I'm here, right? I can actually use this one. I don't know whether you can see it or not. I'm using the annotate tool by Zoom, right? So basically I can do handwriting here, right? And also I can click text. So right here, I mean, I have a computer, right? And then after I finish, right? After I finish, so I finish my homework. So the PDF file is over there, right? And then after I finish, I bring up my screen capture. Right? I bring up my screen capture, and then I show this back, right? And I use my screen capture, and then I just do capturing. So, and you send me this capture file, that's fine.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So basically, your PDF is on here, and you can actually use the Zoom's feature to type on it or write on it. You know what I'm saying? So let's do this one. Let me actually show you what I just captured. So after I capture, right? So I go to my pictures.
Do you have the Google Doc, like Google Doc format of those? Because in school, they use pretty much all Google Docs.
Yeah,
So,
I know. They use a Google Doc, but actually the one I have is all PDF. The one on the code.org is also all PDF. They don't have the
doc?
They don't have the Google Doc or docx file format. And maybe there are a few of them are in doc format, but if you don't have the doc format, you can do handwriting, or you can do typing with whatever I said. Okay, so that this one actually I just write, right? It's been here, I do screen capture, and you can send back this JPG file back to me. That would be fine. Okay?
Okay.
Or you use your Google Doc and then take picture and then insert into Google Doc. That's actually fine. And send me the Google Doc link. It's also okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can do Google Doc, and then you take the picture from whatever file I have, and then you attach that picture file back to Google Doc. That is also okay. Or you don't have time, you use iPhone to take picture. As long as it's readable, I'm okay. I have some students say, let me show you my other student. They are doing AP Computer Science A, right? Let me show you those students' work. So what I did for them is like, let me change AP CSA student. So right here, I have some AP CSA student, right? So they do some of the FRQ, right? Free response question. It all need to be handwriting, okay? In AP CSA, everything need to be done in handwriting. So let me pick some students' file for you. So, question?
No.
Okay, so right here, like he actually do this one. Let me actually put on desktop. Okay. Okay, let me put on desktop, and then open, right? So she do handwriting on a notebook, right? She do handwriting on a notebook, and then take an iPhone picture. I'm fine with that. And then when I receive this one, what I will do is like, okay, this one no good. Okay, -2, right? So I'll do some handwriting like this. And when I finish, same thing, I take the picture and then I send back. So this is also okay. Or if I need to type something, I just do typing on here. Okay, and I take picture and I send back. Is that okay?
Yeah.
I think this is okay because you can actually use a notebook and you will keep track of your own result, right? You'll keep track of your own result. And when you receive my comments, you come back to use a break mark or red ink pen to actually correct it, right? Is that okay? That's one way. And every time actually I would do grading and analyze things, which part she need to improve. Okay. So basically, this one, as you see here, it's called Eco Web Assign. So it's used to do web assignment. Your reading assignment, your homework assignment, it's all in here, right? And this one, it doesn't have the videos.
How did you get to the web assign? It's just when you click on the link, it jump here.
No, let me show you one more time, okay? So here, for example, I log out, right? So let me show you one more time. So basically, let me log out from here.
Oh, so when you log on, you see it become the title become the web assign?
No, let me show you one more time, okay? Sorry. So here, let me close this one, right? And then I click here, right? And I actually go to Eco24, right? That's my website, right? And when you come to Eco24, I have the MOOC courses. I have different sets, but here I have a Moodle School. You just click on Moodle School, and you are on here. You are on the web.
Right, I know. Yeah, so that's what I say. The Noodle School on
Eco24.com. Yeah.
Website.
You can also log in by Moodle.eco24. There is a subdomain called this. That one is also okay. You go to my website, click on the Moodle School, or you go to Moodle.eco24.com. Both ways are okay.
So if they log on, do they see their course listed before, or they have to search for their course?
They just have their courses, as far as I know.
They log on, they only see their course, right?
Yeah, they only. Otherwise, I need to enroll them.
Yeah, I see.
Otherwise, I need to enroll them. But the ecohacker.com is different. So I should also give you the ecohacker.com. Okay. Ecohacker.com is a MOOC course, right? So this one, let me log in. Okay, let me log in.
What does MOOC course mean?
I'll show you. Okay. That one is for assignment, right? And this one, right here, I go into here, right? So let me actually pick some course. No, I don't need this upgrade. I don't want to upgrade anything. I don't let this upgrade one. Okay, I go to my course. So let's see. Let's pick this. Let's pick this one. I'll send you the link to this one. So right here, you will have the student view, right? And what you will see is actually, let me pick this one, right? So I do preview here, right? So what you will see is like this. Do you hear this one? Welcome to this computer science principle course. Do you hear the sound?
Yeah.
This course is designed. Yeah, so basically it has a video that pre-record over here. And actually, so this MOOC course is used to as a standalone course. You don't need a teacher. The website teach yourself. So that's my pre-recorded course. And web science doesn't have this pre-recorded video. So I teach live sessions. Is that okay? So Moodle is a live session course, and this one called hacker.com is actually it's a MOOC course. It's I recorded and
exactly the same content.
They are exactly the same set of slices.
Okay.
But I may teach differently if I do live course, right?
I see. Right. Okay.
Yeah. And right here, actually, this one has all of the resources as well. Some of them have the sample code you can download from here as well. So this one is supposed that if somebody who doesn't want to do live session, right, they can come here. And this one is the same as the one I have on Udemy. If I put something on Udemy, it's actually the same. But I don't put this as CSA on Udemy. Say someone come to this Udemy, right?
Right.
And actually, there are a few school districts using my standard textbook. So here it also has the curriculum, right? So APCSA, this one's APCSA. So Moodle, okay, whatever. So here I have this one. Let me show you this one preview as a student. So same thing, this one is also a MOOC course. So basically, okay, so you will also teach you, right? And actually you can jump to whatever you like. So basically, every time if some students take my course here, I give this for them. So when they do review, they can jump to whatever lecture they like to hear. Okay, so that's what I have. And also, so this one is Udemy. And also, this same APCSA is also in my ecohacker.com as well. And also, there is a YouTube course. Let me log out from this.
Yeah, I think that's getting a little bit too confusing. Let's stick to one or two that we need to know. So we need to.
So basically, what you need to know is just the Moodle.com.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's
the primary. Okay.
Yeah. So
and over the time, you will pick up more. Over the time, you will pick up more. Okay.
Right. Okay.
So those are just extra resources you can use. Okay. Those are just extra resources you can use. So don't worry about that part yet, okay? We will get to that. So I think that's about it for the introduction. Let's get started to first thing we want to do right here is, if you like, you can install a bracket. Have you installed a bracket? Or you prefer the whatever the Visual Studio coder, that's fine. I'm fine. Yeah, so if you say, let me show you bracket, okay? If you prefer that, that's fine. Actually, that's just an editor.
So guys, bracket is a text editor. Okay, so
let me show you the feature, okay? Don't worry. Let me show you so here, right? Here I have some file, right? So here, for example, if I click this one, they have a live preview. It actually just show up on the HTML, on the browser, on the whatever default browser you set up. Okay, this one probably not responsive. It actually don't have any feature. Let me open.
Any videos.
Let me show you some different program. Okay. So let me see this one. This one, okay. Wait. Let me open. Okay, so you can do editing here, right? And this one, because it's written by JavaScript, and it also will automatically generate the matching tag for you. Okay, open tag or close tag, it will generate the open tag for you. And you also highlight a different color for the features, right? And if you're done, you save it, and then you click this one, you bring up this right away. And it is quite a lightweighted tool. It's a lightweighted tool. Okay, it's a lightweighted tool. So this one actually is a good lightweighted tool. But you can only do one file editing at a time, right? So for me, actually, I also recommend to install the Notepad++. So if you actually, at the same time, you can open multiple file, and then actually here, for example, if I open the same file, right? If I open the same file, so let's see, it's JS, and then this one, and then this one, moving object. So we are opening this one, right? So here is claiming. So if I add this one in, right? There's an exclamation mark in, and I save, right? And this one over here, right? It show up right away. You see that? You see that? So it show up. So if I do multiple of them, right? And on this side, it will update. You see that? So this one actually I can open some more files. So in case that you have, you can actually new some more files. In case that you have some CSS file, you have some other JavaScript file, JS file, or some multiple HTML file, you can open it on this one, on the Notepad++, and then your top level file, you can just click it here, and you will test the whole website. You know what I'm saying? Is that okay? Hi, Cliff, is that okay?
Yeah. What's okay?
Yeah, I mean, what I'm saying is that okay? This is a multiple file. You can do multiple file opening here, and then
Right.
This one as a main to. It's not like top level HTML. You put it here. You can open it to test it here. So both of them are lightweighted editor, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the advantage of having the Notepad++ is you can actually open multiple files at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it helps editing. And whatever change you make over here, it will show up on the other one. Bracket will show up on the Notepad++. Double plus will show up on it right away. You don't need to reopen it. Okay? And I haven't checked your VC code yet. Maybe it also has the same feature, and maybe it will help. I'll try it out. Okay.
So you're trying to help us find a text editor now?
What?
You're trying to find a text editor for the course to use now?
No, actually, these are the standard editor I use for my student.
Okay. Yeah. So we can download the same. We just use the same.
Yeah, you just download them. So here you have a bracket and Notepad links, right? So you just click this one.
Mm-hmm.
And here has the click this one, you will go to this bracket site. So you click download here, and you should be able to do it. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
So can you try to download this bracket? You test it out, okay? This one is just designed for JavaScript alone. It doesn't. You can edit some other language also as good, but I personally just found out for JavaScript it's quite convenient. And you can see, you can actually, if you need some help, you can actually search it through here. You can do here, you do bracket. There are some video it will show you how to do it, okay? How to do it. So it's similar to Sublime or some other editor as well, but it's just dedicated for JavaScript. Okay, that's one thing you can download. And then the second one is, let me see. Second one is the Notepad++. It's a Notepad++. You can, let me see. Okay, this is the wrong post. I'm sorry. Let me close a few windows. Now get too many now. Let me close it. Okay. Okay, so let me close it. Let me see. So just install the two tools. Yeah, I try to list down these different websites because some of the students they don't have background, and some parents they cannot help it. Some of the parents they cannot help it. So I usually just go through the installation first. The Breakit and Notepad is needed for today. Okay, the Breakit and Notepad Plus is needed for today. So let's assume that you can do the installation at the same time. Okay, so I'll get started to show you this one, Breakit. So here, for example, let me actually new a file, right? You new a file. So assume that you don't have any programming background at all. You never done anything before. So you install this one, and then the first thing you can do is that you just, after you new a file, you click here, file a new, right? Next one, you can save as to some directory. So right here, say I select students. So let's do this. Let me actually create a new directory called Julian Win. Let me actually do this one. Okay, put it here, right? And here, let me do this one. Here, let me do lecture 1. Okay, and inside lecture 1, let's do this one called test.html. Okay, but when you save as a HTML, you keep it as all files. Don't change to this one text file. Web file may be okay, but you check all file, that's safer, and you actually save it, right? And then you can start it to do HTML as the opening tag, and then you do /open HTML as a closing tag, right? And then you can do head, right? Okay, your head section, and you have the body section, right? And inside here, you just type hello, right? And after that, you save the file and click here. So it should show up with the hello. That's a simple HTML file, right? You see that? So I use this one because it's quite simple. It's quite simple to use. Okay, and if possible, you also use this one called Google Chrome. Would be easier to work with the JavaScript. Any question up to here? So for Julian and Darren and Gabriel, have you ever done some HTML before?
Yeah, I'm taking a class on it now.
So you have that, right? And how about little brothers?
No. Well,
we did a bit, like on a tiny bit on a course online.
yeah.
Okay, but very primitive, right? Very basic, right?
Yeah, no.
So how about, are you okay with the HTML tag and closing HTML tag?
Yeah.
Okay or not? Okay, let me explain again, okay? So in the computer, you have different files, right? You create a new file, right? So I type everything, this one just plain text, right? This one just plain text, okay? And I can save everywhere. So this kind of file, we call it a text file. This file, we call it text file. Or sometimes you call it .txt file, right? The extension, this is called file extension, right? And before that, say this one say is like AA.txt. So AA is what? The file name, right? So you have a file name and file extension. And if you have a text file, everything is just letters, right? You have all kinds of letters, and you save to AA.txt. That's a file. And with that file name, you will actually see it on your computer somewhere. There will be some file name something, right? And for a text file, say here I knew a text file, right? And let me call it AA, right? And I open it, right? And I type something. This is called a text file. And I save as same thing. I call it AA text, and I save it, right? So after you save it, and then you can.
I don't see TXT. I don't see the text file. How do I know this is a text file?
Yeah. So actually check the property here.
Mm-hmm.
You should be able to see it's a document .txt file. Yeah. And if you actually want to see the whole file name, you can just check here. There is a property. Let me see. Here have a view, right? You check file extensions, and it should give you the AA.txt. Let me make it bigger. Can you see that?
Yes.
If I check the file extension, every file, if there is an extension, it will show it. If I uncheck it, it will be no. So when you use the Microsoft browser, you check the view. So I open the file. Say, let me open some of the file I had before, right? So right here, this one actually here is a file explorer. Here you have a view, right? Click view, and here file extension. It will show with a name. This name is too long, so you can see it. But you can, if you can move it, make it longer, right? You should see the .mp4 here. That's the extension, file extension. So .mp4 is a video file. So here you can see the mp4 file. That's a file type, movie and TV, right? And text file is a simple capture file or later file. So it just used to save different datas, right? Is that okay so far?
Yes.
Okay, and you can save, and that's the text file. Now, what is actually a HTML file? So if I call it HTML file, what's the difference here? This file name is actually called hypertext markup language, right? So what is the hypertext? HTML is short for this. HTML is short for this. Originally, we have the text file, so TXT or text file, they only have a character. Now it still be many character, but we call it hypertext. So what is the hypertext we talk about here? Let me check. Hi, Julian. Do you know what's hypertext? It's text, but it's called hypertext.
Yeah, it's just like I heard that they were originally links, but
okay. You heard hypertext. You also heard hyperlink, right?
Yeah.
Okay, hyperlink is the HTTP whatever that does whatever HTML that you can click to go to somewhere, right? So basic hypertext is some linkage, like link to some resource on internet, right? So it can be a image, or it can be some video, or it can be some audio file as well. So this markup language is a text file, but it's designed for linking all of the multimedia stuff into here. So that's called HTML. So HTML itself is a text file. So we save it, right? We save it, and then if I open with Notepad ++, it's still okay because in principle it's still a text file. So if I go to this one, web design, and I go to student, I go to Julian Wen over here. This one I don't open with my bracket, or I don't open with Notepad ++, and I just open with, well, I need to choose another one. I just open with normal editor. Let me see. How comes my Notepad priority is so low? Okay, I use my this one. I still see it here, right? Because it's still a text file. And if here I actually make some change, right? And I save it, right? Go back here, it still show up. You see that? Okay, it still show up. So this is a file. This is actually a text file, but the text file actually has hypertext nature. So your browser, when you do it up, it will show up as be interpreted by the Google web engine, and then it will be represented as a hypertext on Google. About the interpretation, I'll talk about it later. But here, just know that HTML file is a special type of text file that organizes the resource from internet together. So resource is some image, some PDF, or some audio, or some video. You try to link them together and that put into a file. And when you finish that, you can actually show it right away. You can show it right away. Is that okay? So here, let me move on to the next topic, okay? So here I finished my first file, and then we hear about HTML and JavaScript and CSS, okay? So now we have the first one working here, right? And then actually in website design we have several different languages. We have PHP, we have even you can build a website by Python or different things. But here, let's just introduce the basic unit. Basic 3 unit. Basic 3 unit is HTML, right? CSS, and also JavaScript. These 3 things, right? And these 3 things, actually, each one has its own responsibility. Okay? It's similar to game design. If you design a game also have the 3 basic structure. Or any GUI, any graphic user interface also have the same structure, okay? But I'm not going to talk about the difficulty. Here, let's just look at the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, okay? The nature of the HTML is providing the structure, okay? It's providing the structure. Is that okay? So here, let me show you, okay? Here, let me show you. So let me show you here. It provides a structure. So in here, I have the HTML. So I do an ordered list, okay? Later, I'll teach you what this means, okay? So I do a very simple unordered list. Okay, here let me show rat, cow, and then here let me have tiger. The first 3 Chinese zodiac. Okay, and it's a list item. List and closing list item. So here, closing this item. Okay, right here, if you don't know about the syntax for HTML, it's fine. I just want to show you the example why it is called structure description. Okay, because I organize this, right? And here I put it in certain format, right? And you don't know about the format, it's fine, okay? You don't know, that's fine. But I finish that, I save it, right? And I show it. Okay? So what do we have? We actually have an order list. Actually, you have bullet points. Is that okay? You have the bullets. I actually make a mistake, so the second line is empty. Let me save again, okay? I have a typo error. So actually you have a rat, cow, and tiger. Is that okay? So that's the structure, right? That's the structure. It defines the structure. So if I move tiger ahead of my rats, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. And I didn't put it a line, right? I did not put it a line, but it will still show the structure. This time tiger on top, tiger, rat, and cow. Okay, and I further push it away. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change the structure at all. It does not change the structure at all. Only if I actually move this guy down here, okay? And actually I save it, right? So my red go back to top. Okay, so number one, HTML tell you what is the web page structure. Okay, second one, CSS, cascaded style sheet. Okay, the name I'll explain it later. But this one is for presentation. So what is presentation? The first one show you what's the text over there. Second one show you the presentation. So again, I'll show you some example, but actually you don't need to you don't need to actually memorize all of them. I'll teach you later. Okay, here just to show you HTML is for the structure, and CSS is for the representation. So I have the body, right? And here I say my background and color, right? I'm gonna pick some color. You see here? While I'm typing, actually a bracket will show me the color, right? You see that? So I can pick some color and put it there, right? And now click. Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't saved it yet. Let me save all. Yeah, so it show up with the color. So that's the presentation style, right? Is that okay?
So style is not HTML.
It's in CSS.
Right. So we just want to make sure we're clear, right? So the
HTML for structure, right?
Structure and contents.
The standard structure and contents, and then CSS for presentation.
Now we see both the structure and
presentation. Yes.
So which part is the presentation in your
color
document?
Here the style here.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
So that part is not part of HTML. Is part of the CSS.
CSS. It's in HTML file, but it actually is in CSS syntax.
Right. Okay. I see.
Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, let's move on to the third one. For you boys, is that okay?
Yes.
If you don't understand, you need to actually say it, okay?
It's okay.
Okay, the third one actually is the behavior, okay? So here, let me call it script, right? So here I have this one called script. It's for behavior. It's using JavaScript. So right here, after the red cow and tiger here, right? I can put a button. Okay, and I close with a button. Right, and in the middle, I just put this one, click me. Right, and right here, here, on my button, I say unclick. Okay, again, whatever syntax, you don't need to actually know it right now. In future, I'll teach you. But you just remember one thing. JavaScript is for behavioral description. So here I say function. A main function here, and I just do one thing, simple thing, alert. I'm here, okay? I just do one thing, alert, I'm here. So let me save the file again. Right? I save it, and then here it show a click me, right? So now I just click it, and it actually show an alert, I'm here, over here. So that's the behavior here. So behavior is what? Whatever you've done onto the web page, you will react. That's called behavior. So the color, how it look like is called presentational style. That belong to the second section using CSS. So this portion from style to style, this is called CSS. This one from script to script, this one is called JavaScript. Okay, this one from body to body. Whatever from HTML to HTML. This one is called HTML. So HTML basically build your contents and the structure, who on top of who type of things, right? And how you look actually belong to CSS, and how it work actually belong to JavaScript. That's the basic structure for a HTML file. And we actually do this course, probably about 50% or more is on these three combined. About 50, maybe more than 50, maybe 60 or 70%. And maybe for data, big data, we would have about 40% on the data side. And we may have another maybe 5–10% using the Scratch language for block programming. Okay, so about the structure for HTML, is that okay so far? We will officially introduce it later. Is that okay?
It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, let's look at the syllabus for this course now. So again, let's look at this one, okay? So Unit 1 we'll talk about internet, okay? So I'll introduce HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. There are 2 chapters, but actually overall, the Unit 1 just teach you one thing. It will teach you OSI 7 layers architecture. The Unit 1 just talk about internet. And you will talk about OSI 7 layer architecture. This you can also just call it network architecture. And what does this means actually, don't worry, okay? Again, we will teach you that later. So basically, Unit 1 you just think about is internet. Internet, we just talk about internet. Okay, whatever else we will talk about later, you will understand it. Unit 2 is called digital information. In Code.org is also there. So we talk about hypermedia, text, audio, video, image, and data compression and color, right? And frequency, the different audio frequency. We talked about digital contents, so digital, right? So multimedia. Third section, we talk about programming. So this one is programming. So internet, right? Data, digital, right? Third, called programming, right? And data security or network security will be covering in Unit 1 as well. And number 4, we talk about big data. And in this unit, we will focus on Python. So if at that time you actually do not have a Python background, I'll go into the basic portion and then go back to data visualization and data analysis. Okay, and Unit 5 is the integration of everything. So you put whatever you learned from the previous 4 units and then put into a project here. Okay, so after that, after Unit 5, you work on a project, then you need to go into performance task. There's 2 performance tasks. The first one is the research performance task. You need to write some essay. Okay, second one is called creative. So that one, write a program. And then this course is done. So basically you know about internet, programming, digital stuff, big data, and then put all of those things into a program and present it to the college board. And you will, that will be the purpose for this AP Computer Science principle. So basically, it's a course to introduce you to computer, teach you what's computer, and nowadays you should include network, CNC network, computer and communication. So now talk about computer and the network. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the syllabus here. So Unit 6 you have explore. That's actually study and write some essay. Number 7, you create some program. Okay, and both of them need to be uploaded to college board site. But for me, I don't give you the credit. So when you are in high school, so for example, Julia, next year, your teacher will give you a digital portfolio website for you to upload your task, explore task, and create task. And for Darren and Gabriel, you guys are lucky. The year 2020 and 2010, the year you get enrolled in AP Computer Science in your 9th grade, this essay writing is removed. And then at the end of the AP school year, this explore a task represent for what? Represent for 16 points. Create task represent for 24 points. And then there's an end of class exam. That's AP Computer Science Principal exam. That's responsible for 60%. And overall, you submit 40% on digital portfolio on college both sides. And then 60% you actually take the AP Computer Science Principal exam. Together, they will give you 1 to 5 level. And that's your AP Computer Science exam score. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay.
So 60% on FRQ. And in the year 2020 to 2021, okay, I'm sorry, 2021, this one is broad, the essay writing is removed. So maybe they adjust to 30, 70 or something. They haven't decided the number yet, but will be something like that for your digital portfolio and the end of exam credits. Is that okay for this one?
Yeah.
Okay, and this one's okay. Let me see, mention important. Let me see. So basically, we are here. I have a syllabus. I'll pretty much follow the different unit, and you should be able to download this syllabus on the internet as well. Okay.
Where on the internet?
In the Moodle school. Okay. In the Moodle school. If you don't find it, I will check. If it's not there, I'll upload it. Okay, today right away. Is that okay? So I'll check it. You know, I add a lot of things to the website. Maybe some of it I'm missing. I actually haven't checked it. And for the textbook, actually I send you this one. Right, there's a link for this learning web design. That's for HTML, right? And the whole course we follow the code.org, right? And I'll actually also teach you JavaScript. I give you also a textbook. It's JavaScript for kids, right? For JavaScript. And Python, I have another book. I do not put it here. I should include it here. Python, I use another book. I'll send you the Python later as well. And also, we use the Moodle for web assignment. So that's the different component. And this course, actually, every teacher teaches in different way. So if you go to your high school, the teacher may have different way of teaching. Some of the high school teachers also use this codes.org. Someone use code highschool.org. Someone use Berkeley BYC. Someone use Harvard CS50. And someone use UT Austin. There's a UTeach CSP course. So they, as far as I know, there may be more than 10 different popular curriculum in US. And every high school teach different way. And I'm trying to come up with a super set for everybody. So I try to be covering everything that anybody can cover. Okay, so we use quite many books here. But I use the code.org's baseline curriculum as a base curriculum, because I found over the year, I found out this curriculum to be more complete and more organized. So as you can see, it's just divided into 5 units. The last one is building an app. The first 4 is internet, digital format, programming, and data, right? So it's easy to remember which unit we are on. And this course actually is following what? The guideline I just showed you before. It's following the guideline that actually supporting this one, the Texas standard here, right? You finish the introduction to Java and then you enter into here, right? It actually go into here. So that's the standard for this AP CSP. Any question?
No.
No.
Oh.
Okay, let's see. Let me see whether this one. So So this course, let's look at this syllabus for timing, okay? So let me actually talk about the timing, okay? For the timing portion, let me talk about the two little brothers first. Right now, you are in the middle of 7th, right? So you still have 1 semester to finish, right? And then you have a summer, and then you have 8th grade, right? And then 8th grade, after you finish, you go to a summer and then 9th grade, right? So 9th grade, you may take the CSP course over here, right? So my planning would be trying to help you to finish this CSP course somewhere here. And inside here, we will have 4 months or 5 months time. Let's do introduction to Java. So that one would be equivalent to the course that Julian took in high school, right? So with that, we started with JavaScript and Python. So we have 2 different languages, and then JavaScript somewhat is not too far away from Java. You know, some of the language functions are similar. They may be about 50 to 60% similarity. So it's not hard to move into Java, and then you continue to AP CSA in the same year, in the 9th grade. So in the 9th grade, you actually should be able to do both. If you like, you can do both. If you don't feel comfortable, you do CSP first. And then 10th grade, you do CSA exam, right? And CSA exam, your school don't have the course. So you may take the one from Florida Virtual School. So that one actually I'm sending to your parents. So that's fine. This one is the planning for the 2 little brothers. Now let's talk about Julian's schedule. So for him, actually, your schedule right now, you are in 9th, right? But you need to catch up because you actually not same speed as your brothers. So now let's assume that you want to do, you actually, I'm sorry, this one is not good. So you almost finished 9.
Yeah.
Right? And you do CSP right here, right? And in school, you do CSP in 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you have an option. You can actually do CSA at the same time here, right? Okay. And then somewhere December, you start to do competition. So your task will be, you maybe need to finish CSP over this time. And then, or you continue to do that, my course, continue to do that. But it will overlap you if you're with your school material. I'm pretty sure that you will be dominating the course. So that one should be easy in your school. Now, your CSP portion, CSA portion, right now you're doing introduction to Java, right? So that actually is a pre-AP course, pre-AP CSA course. So if you do it on 10 with this CSA, that would be fine. And then we try starting, for example, in June and trying to finish somewhere close to December, but before the December, we should do 2-3 months training for USA CO bronze. Bronze level is a little bit easier. So you will get prepared before March, and you can do CSA exam that year. But if you don't have comfortable, we can actually, like Sam said, you can actually just postpone that CSA to 11th. Okay, that's up to you. But that's the planning I have right now. Your should be a little bit heavier compared to your brother. It will be a little bit more heavier. But that's the way you catch up right now.
Okay.
Because your school don't actually provide CSA, that's a problem. If your school provide CSA, I would just suggest you do introduction to Java and then connect it with the CSA and keep going on. And then you can do CSP much later. It's easy and won't be a bottleneck. Okay, so that's the schedule here. And over here, pretty much every unit I would take about 1 month to 6 weeks or 7 weeks, depends on which unit we have. And we try to finish this because the boys are just 7th grade. So here is the normal speed for 9th grade students. So for them, maybe we will be a little bit slower. So we starting from now, maybe ending sometime next year, 8th grade, maybe March or April time for this CSP. Okay, and then after that we do introduction to Java, and then move on to CSA course. Okay, that's about the schedule for this.
Okay.
So any question, or let me see. So that actually we finished this one. That's, if no question, I will continue. Do you still have time, or?
No, I think that's the top part it for the day.
Okay. If they are tired, we will stop here. Otherwise, I can continue to do this first web content.
Right. So what do you expect in between before the next course? What should we do?
Before the next course, you actually try to exercise on simple web page design, and then download the reading stuff. Download the different reading stuff.
What reading stuff?
Here has some textbook.
From which unit 1? So we go to the unit 1.
No, before unit 1, there are some general material. Say, you see here.
So what page are we looking at right now? Okay,
so on top of the course, there's a general section. On the general.
Okay, so under the general section.
Yeah. So here, for example, there's a Braille to Bits, right? That is a reading material from UC Berkeley about digital contents, but that article is tested because in the APCSP, they have 7 big ideas. That's one of the big ideas need to be written. So there are some reading material you need to read. Because there is an essay writing, but for the 2 little brother, maybe the essay writing will be removed. But for the time being, for the next year, like Julian's year, they will still be testing on that right now. They will still be testing on the.
Yeah. So we're talking about the first lesson, right? So what do they need to do? We haven't really started anything yet. So what do they do?
Not much actually.
So what you say the web
just download whatever design, whatever material.
But they haven't learned how to design yet. How do they design the web?
No, you don't need to. You just try simple web page, HTML page. I'll send this sample file over. I will send this after class. I will send this HTML file over. Okay, I'll send this over.
No, I understand this file. I just say so if we go back to your course curriculum, right? So where do they? Which link should they finish?
No, there's no today. You just download the tool and then download the general section tool. We haven't started the lecture 1 yet, lecture 0 yet. Actually, we done the lecture 0, right? Lecture 0 we done it, but we haven't started this yet. So if I continue, this one will be the chapter 1. There's a assignment there.
Okay.
You want to say?
So before the next class, there's no assignment, right?
There's no assignment. Just download whatever file you need in Java for Kids, whatever design. In general section.
And don't have to finish reading the blow to bits, right?
No. That's just download for your future reading.
Right.
That's a lot. That's actually not something.
I know. That's why, because the way you say that, I thought you say need to read.
And also something you may need bookmark them. Like this one, the solo learn for JavaScript. This one is good. Okay, this one is good. So that's something you need to bookmark from my general section. Actually, this one is actually good. So right here, this time, if we stop here, we don't have any assignment at all.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry. We will just follow. I try to my best to follow this code structure as much as possible. We don't try to run away from this web assignment. So we basically, when the next week, if we continue with this one, we will have the first assignment over there. And that actually definitely need we finish the chapter 1 for web design here. Without that, actually we have nothing. We don't know.
So when will we finish chapter 1?
Next next section, we will actually at least finish the web design 1 and this lecture 1, and maybe also lecture 2. Let me open my notes. Because this weekly, actually, I use that for 2 other points, right? They actually tried this already. So we will finish up to the lecture 2. So you introduce the UTF-8, the character set, the differences there. Yeah.
That's for the course. That's for the lesson next week, right?
Yeah. That's the lecture 2 lesson.
Okay.
Yeah, this course compared to CSA, this course is more tedious. More tedious. A lot of things happen in here. 3-4 different language, and the CSA is pure. You just need to learn Java and then algorithm. That's it. And this CSP is everything, right? Everything internet, everything computer. They can talk about anything they want. So it's actually more tedious. You learn a lot of things, just some fact by fact, a lot of facts you put together to know something. And CSA is prettier, easier, and more organized. And this course, you just learn bit by bit, a little bit here, a little bit here. Yeah, but pretty much we will just follow the whatever here, one by one. And actually, in terms of speed control, pace control, actually, I have 2 boys working on this curriculum right now. And the fastest one now is actually I finished the lecture 8 already. So one of them is on lecture 7, one of them is on lecture 8. But we will speed up and catch them soon, okay? Any more question?
No.
If not, and I will dismiss here. I will end the meeting and then I will provide, because I record it, okay? So I'll give you the web link for whatever video we have taken today. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay, then bye then.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.